What if there was just one simple rule that could totally flip your entire relationship with money? Well, today we're diving into a really powerful idea from the book Escape Poor Thinking that pretty much promises to do just that. It's a tiny shift in how you think, but it leads to a huge difference in your bank account.
I mean, you know the feeling, right? Payday hits, you get that little moment of relief, and then, poof. It's like before you even know it, the money's just gone. It is such a frustrating cycle, and it leaves you scratching your head, wondering, where did it all go?
And if that sounds familiar, trust me, you are not alone. The author of the book, John K. Baird, he felt the exact same way. This quote it nails that feeling, doesn't it? That struggle of working so hard but feeling like your money just disappears into thin air.
So, what is really going on here? Well, it all comes down to this fundamental problem that the book calls the what's left trap. Let's break down exactly what that means, and more importantly, why you have to escape it. The book calls the root of the problem poor thinking. But here's the key thing. This isn't about being bad with money. It's not a personal flaw. It's about recognizing this invisible default set of habits that are quietly working against you, probably without you even realizing it.
So what does this actually look like in the real world? Well, it's habits like saving only what's left over at the end of the month, if anything, or seeing that balance in your checking account and thinking it's all spendable. It's telling yourself, oh, I'll get serious about this when I get a raise. And a huge one, just mixing all your money in one account, which makes it totally impossible to tell what's for bills, what's for savings, and what you can actually spend.
This right here, this shows the exact shift we need to make. We're getting rid of the old way, this world of reacting to bills, feeling guilty, and just guessing how much we can save, and we're moving to the new rule, a system where you proactively pay yourself first. You get clarity through automation, and you actually start designing your own freedom.
So what is the solution? It's actually beautifully simple, and it's captured perfectly in the name of this whole principle. Pay future you first. And here it is. This is the secret, right from the first chapter of the book. It's called the first third to freedom rule. This is the simple system that's designed to replace all of that guesswork and anxiety we were just talking about. Okay, now this is the crucial part. It is all about the order. The book really hammers this home. You come first, before the rent, before the bills, before anything else. And why is that so important? Because, like the quote says, if you wait to save what's left, it's pretty much guaranteed there will be nothing left. It's just human nature to spend whatever's available.
Okay, so how does this actually work in practice? Let's break it down with some super simple numbers, using what the book calls the 3 money buckets.
We're just going to use an easy example from the book. Let's say you have a monthly gross income, that's your total pay before any taxes are taken out, of $6,000, nice and round. The first third to freedom rule splits this income into 3 perfectly equal parts. The very first third, $2,000, goes directly to future you. That's for your savings and investments. The next third gets set aside for taxes. And that final third, that becomes your live bucket, the money you actually get to live on for the month. This table just makes the flow crystal clear. You start with your $6,000 gross. The very first move, $2,000 gets routed to future you. Then you account for taxes. Whatever is left over, that last $2,000, that's your live bucket. That is the money you have full permission to spend for the month. And that right there, that brings us to one of the most powerful psychological shifts this whole system creates. It's not about being restrictive, it's about giving yourself permission to spend.
This personal story from the author is so telling. He explains that because he had already paid future you, the money left over in his spending account was literally designed to be spent. That feeling of spending money without a shred of guilt, that's one of the biggest benefits of doing things this way.
So ultimately what you gain here is so much more than just a bigger savings account. You get clarity, you get control, you see consistent progress, but maybe most importantly, you get the freedom to actually enjoy your money without that little voice of guilt in the back of your head, because you know you have a system working for you, automatically in the background.
So, how do you actually get this thing started? The key is just taking one small, automated step. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to begin. Here is your game plan, straight from the book. First, just find your number. Look at the last few months and be honest about what you're actually saving right now. Second, set up just one automatic transfer to your savings for your very next payday. And third, use your employer's direct deposit splitting or your bank's tools to make it happen without you ever having to think about it again.
This pretty much captures the entire philosophy right here. Willpower is just not reliable. Motivation, it comes and it goes. But a simple, automated system, it will beat good intentions every single time. You make the smart decision once, and the system does the heavy lifting for you forever.
So I'm going to leave you with this question. This whole system, it isn't really about spreadsheets and budgets. It's about buying back your time, your freedom, your choices. So, what would you do with your life if you knew your money was already working for you, automatically building your future in the background? That's the real prize.